Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I want to take a quick moment to congratulate Peter Schitt on winning his lawsuit against the Australian network for defaming his bank. But a pattern I noticed is that every time the President of the United States changes, the direction of gold price changes. So during Nixon, gold prices went from $35 an ounce to a high of $200. And then we had a period in which the increases in the rate of inflation is decreasing during the time of Gerald Ford, right, which Nixon was really proud of. Just like Joe Biden was recently proud of having a month of zero inflation. When he said zero, I remember thinking that's the equivalent of when Nixon said the increase in the rate of inflation is decreasing. Right? Soon enough, the president might go on stage and have a filibuster. Right? The increase and the increase and the increase and the increase and the increase of the rate of inflation is decreasing, and he could say increase maybe 1,000 times as part of his filibuster campaign. Right? And if it's said enough times, it will probably be true. Right? As long as we're not going into an exponential inflation. Right? If it were exponential, then I guess he could stand there saying it infinitely many times, right? It will really be a filibuster. He could just die on stage while saying it, right? But that's Gerald Ford right there. And then there's Jimmy Carter's Hunt Brothers saga, right? And then there's the Reagan 8 years is right about here when just about the rest of the world was burning and everybody was buying up U.S. dollars, right? This was during the time of the Soviet Union. A lot of capital flight from Asia as well. And then we had the Bush 1 recession right about there. And then the capital flight from East Asia continued here, right? East Asia had their financial crisis during the time of Clinton. Oops. So look at that. We had Nixon up, Ford down, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, and then Bush Jr., obviously. And during Obama's time, it was technically up, but at a much slower rate, right? And then we had the Trump years, and leading up to the COVID peak, right? And the Wall Street bets when they were trying to also corner gold and silver. And now we have Joe Biden here. And so whoever follows Let's Go Brandon, gold prices are probably going to increase on their watch, right? Now, how many presidents is that? Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama. So that's 9 presidents. So for this to happen by coincidence is you got to guess the right coin flip 9 times in a row, right? 1 in 512. That this trend is a coincidence. I say those are pretty good odds, right? Anyways, congratulations to Peter Schitt and winning his lawsuit. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.